Well guys, they are dumping our concrete on our road. And that is not where the concrete is supposed to go. I don't even know what we're gonna do. This was not the plan for today.
Today the sun is shining and we have a really exciting project that we're getting started on.
One of the reasons we built a pole barn instead of a stick frame building is that we didn't have the money last year to pour a concrete slab. But we have been saving up, and it is finally time to get a concrete slab poured in our building, which means that we're gonna be able to turn this like dark dungeony basement into a workshop.
We were able to get some concrete trucks on the books, but we don't have very many days to get ready, so we better get to it. Four-wheeler won't start.
Uh-oh.
Come on. Minor emergency. Just got a call from our neighbor that their tractor is stuck in their burn pile on fire. I'm bringing the excavator down. Hopefully we can rescue him. Well, I guess it looks like they already got it out. That's a good thing, although I was looking forward to pulling a tractor out of a fire.
Contrary to what it may look like, we don't own 3 dogs. Boone just gets 2 beds. Help me! Okay, we are tired, but we made amazing progress today. I think we have everything except the oil furnace moved out, and we're gonna get some sleep and come back at it tomorrow and hopefully get all of our plumbing in too.
All of our rough plumbing and electrical is going to come in under the building right here, and it turns out that this is in our way. This is our temporary water system that we set up. It's got a pump, a water heater, it hooks to this IBC tote. If you want to learn more about this setup, drop it in the comments below and let us know, and maybe we'll make a video about it.
How are you gonna dig those holes?
I think we should use the bulldozer.
Oh my gosh.
Primary goal.
Don't hit the building. Usually our rule number 1 is have fun. I think our rule number 1 today is don't hit the building.
And if we do hit the building, make sure the camera's on.
While Riley works on getting this hole all dug out, I'm going to work on peeling up this bottom row of plastic and tucking the insulation up out of the way so that it's not in the way of forming and pouring the concrete. Something that I'm really happy about is when I do peel this away, there's no water, there's no mold, there's no moisture. Our metal looks really good, and I think that our vapor barrier was really effective this winter at preventing any sweating. So that makes me feel really good because I was a little nervous.
What kind of critters did you find?
Spiders.
2 sewer lines, 1 water pipe sleeve, 1 electrical conduit, and 1 extra conduit.
Where's your safety glasses?
I don't know.
Can I get you some?
Sure. Here we go. Ready?
Mm-hmm. Hey Bailey, what did Dad just do?
I totally forgot that this panel is actually hot because we're powering our apartment right now, and I just shocked myself pretty bad.
I want you guys to go put down in the comments, how many times do you think Riley's going to shock himself between now and when our electrical system is fully installed?
Like that.
This is quite the contraption you've made.
Oh yeah, that's solid now. So since the post-frame construction doesn't really have any interior walls yet, there was nothing to attach the pipes to for this rough-in plumbing. So I made this little thing, screwed in like that. That's gonna hold all the pipes solid. We're gonna end up pouring the slab right over the top of it and just leaving it behind. We should have built a bunker underneath the shop. Is it too late?
Babe, this hole is ginormous.
It's huge. We stuck this piece of foam to the back of this plywood. The foam's actually ended up staying behind and sort of create a thermal barrier so that we don't have frost creeping under our foundation and get into these water pipes. I hope it works.
I'm taping these so that when they pour the concrete, hopefully they don't fill with concrete.
And now the giant hole. I regret making it so big.
Mm-hmm.
Next up is to install the ground rod for our electrical panel.
Wait, that whole thing?
This whole thing has to get pounded down.
There's no way that you're not going to hit a rock. You've already made it further than I thought you were going to.
Do as I say, not as I do. Don't use this as a hammer.
Shenanigans. Huh? I think it's time to do the thing we've both been avoiding.
Move the heater.
Success.
There we go. Okay. Ready, Freddy? Yes. Boom. Come on. Over here, on your bed. Oh, it totally worked. My idea was great. What'd you think of my idea?
Oh yeah, it's your idea. Because it worked. Now that we have everything out of the building, it's time to figure out just how level we got this pad. Right there?
Yep. And then let's check the other side to make sure that they are in fact level. Perfect. Now we're gonna see how well we did. So it's just a little bit high right here. We're about 1.5 inches low here. It's gonna be a lot of work, but we need to just go around and try to get all the high spots down and all the low spots up. We got it a lot closer than I remembered, so there's less work to do today than I expected. I'm wearing this silly forestry helmet because I can't find the other earmuffs, and shoveling the gravel is super loud. I think it's time to start compacting.
What'd you say? Do I get to use the compactor?
Yes, please.
Okay, is he gonna bounce away?
I don't know. It's just starting to hit me that in a couple of days we're gonna have a concrete slab in our shop, and that means that we're gonna actually be able to move all our tools in and set up and have a real workshop, and I'm not gonna have to work on cars out here in the dirt and in the snow this winter. I am so excited that this is finally coming together. It's been a long road to get here. We prioritized some other stuff over this concrete, and I'm thankful that we did that, but it's just gonna be so nice to finally have that workshop set up.
That wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. I don't know why I was envisioning it being horrible, but you just walk behind it.
It's not the jackhammer, that's for sure.
We get asked a lot how we learn to do things like build our camper, and the truth is that we spend every free second we can learning new skills. There are tons of resources out there, but one that we find incredibly helpful is Skillshare. So a big thanks to Skillshare for sponsoring today's video and giving you guys the chance to try it for free. Skillshare is an online learning community with thousands of inspiring classes for anyone who loves learning and wants to explore their creativity and learn new skills. It's the perfect way to invest in yourself and your personal growth. Over the past few months, I've been trying to make the leap from editing an iMovie to Final Cut Pro. I recently tuned into Skillshare's course by Ali called Video Editing with Final Cut Pro, and I wish that I'd found it sooner. Skillshare is ad-free and there are new premium courses launched each week, making sure that there's always something new for you to discover. They even have classes on SolidWorks, which is Riley's preferred way of designing our projects. And because Skillshare is sponsoring this video, the first 1,000 of you to click the link below will get a 1-month free trial. So check out Skillshare today and get on your way to learning a new skill.
The stairs are in the way of putting our vapor barrier down. They're also going to be in the way of pouring the finished concrete, but we don't want to remove them because it's going to be a while until the concrete gets here, and we still need a way to get in and out of our apartment.
Oh, that actually worked really well.
Bam!
I'm not going to walk on it first.
Oh yeah, no problem. They're also screwed into the wall on this side, so they're still pretty darn stable.
I do want to address with our concrete slab why we're doing what we're doing. I know we'd had a lot of suggestions about doing radiant heat or floor drains, and the reality is just that the budget and the time and the scope of the project, this building, that's not going to happen. So we've decided to keep it very simple, very inexpensive, and maybe if we end up doing an addition off this side, that side could have those features.
I wanted to put at least 10 mil thick plastic down, but we couldn't find any locally. It's all sold out. So we ended up going with 6 mil, and we're going to try to do 2 layers of it thick.
Our building looks like it belongs in Dexter now.
It feels kind of surreal to me that we're even at this point. It's always just been so far in the distance, and I'm just excited to be here. I really hope it all works out and we have a concrete slab soon.
I sure hope so. If all goes as planned, they'll be here tomorrow to lay the rebar, and then 3 days later, they will be coming to do the pour.
I think that the elephant in the room that nobody has been acknowledging so far is, are the trucks even going to be able to get here? How's it going, Courtney?
I'm tired.
Yeah? Why are you tired?
I'm stressed.
Why are you stressing?
I'm worried that the concrete trucks aren't going to make it up here, and then we're going to have bought like $5,000 in concrete at the bottom of our hill.
Yeah, that's a valid concern. The concrete contractor that's helping us with this concrete pour came out today. He laid all the rebar down. He set some, I think he called them pins. These are the grade pins that got set. So the way this works is there's this steel rod that they're able to screed across the top of, and then as they move down the slab, this rod will get moved between each set of pins. They do this so there can be a reference point here in the middle. We snapped a chalk line all the way around the outside, so there's a reference point there. It's set up so that this area of the floor is going to slope slightly inwards and then out the door. That way, if we pull a car in during the wintertime, it'll melt off and go out the door right here. The rest of the shop we're going to get as level as possible. That way we have a nice level surface to do our fabrication work off of. So this is actually fiberglass rebar. This is the first time I've ever seen this stuff, but with the rising cost of steel lately, it's actually become cheaper than steel rebar. It's supposed to be stronger and it's a lot lighter, which makes it easier to work with, but it does mean that we can't ground our electrical system to the rebar in the slab. So luckily we already have a ground rod pounded in at the panel, and that's still going to be sufficient for grounding our electrical. I have that nervous energy right now where it feels like there's got to be more that I can be doing to get ready for this, but I think that at this point we're set, and we're waiting for 4 a.m. tomorrow for the first concrete truck to pull up.
Good morning, guys. It is 5 a.m. I just woke up. Riley's been up since 4, helping get prepped for concrete, and I hear the first truck coming up the driveway. I am a little worried though. It kind of sounds like the truck has been far away for a while now, and it doesn't really sound like it's getting closer.
I just heard a loud truck. I'm walking down the hill to investigate. Oh man, I hope they're not stuck. That's definitely the steepest spot right where you were.
Sounds like they're trying again. And I just like, every part of me is hoping that I just see that truck coming up our driveway right now. It's hard when you can't control things, you know, like it's out of our control at this point. It made it. Oh, well, it's not here yet, but I can see it. I can see the truck, you guys. There was just like a banging noise. He made it up the steep hill, but...
Uh-oh! That's the brake? Was that chained or something, Corey? That's not good.
You guys, this is an emotional roller coaster, but Riley told me that it was just a suspension part and that they are headed up. I think that I'm not gonna even pretend to know how today's going to go.
Well, it's been determined that the truck isn't going anywhere full of concrete, so now we're going to get a nice concrete area over here. Oh my gosh. It's way down the hill.
I was so hoping that this is not how today was going to end. It sucks. We were so close. Everyone was here. The concrete was here. It was formed. We were all ready.
The foreman from the concrete plant even came out here and pre-ran yesterday to make sure that the concrete trucks weren't going to have any trouble getting up here, and he gave us the thumbs up.
Everyone who we worked with today was awesome, and they were trying so hard to get these trucks up to us, and the road, it didn't work. I was really hoping that this video would end with concrete, and there is concrete, just not where it's supposed to be.
All right, babe. Well, happy anniversary. It was supposed to be a plaque to set in the concrete.
Oh.
So that we could commemorate our anniversary concrete pour forever. But happy anniversary.
It's really nice, but it makes me even more sad that we don't have concrete. I love you.
I think it's just easier to laugh than cry about it.
No, it's not.
Right there.
Right there.
That is crazy.
We weren't anticipating this section of road to be a problem, because we haven't done any cutting or filling right here. This is virgin soil, and so the fact that this is this waterlogged is nuts. And it just goes to show how important building our new road with lots of rock is going to be. Well, I'm up here offloading footage from the cameras, and I think we've had a little time to decompress, and I just want to give the most sincere thank you to Interstate Concrete and George and the concrete guys and everyone, because they tried so hard to get that truck up here. I mean, they were willing to try almost anything. And I know some of you guys are going to want to know why we didn't use the dozer, and it was discussed, but we decided that it just wasn't a safe option. There's just not enough control, and things can go bad really quickly. And so we trusted their judgment when they decided it was time to call it. George with Interstate Concrete actually called to let us know that they're not going to charge us for that concrete that they had to dump down the hill, which is just like a weight off our chests, because that was going to be a significant cost. So thank you guys so much. And their generosity doesn't stop there, because they are not willing to give up. And they said as soon as we have the road better to give them a call, and they're going to give it another shot. Riley and I had a little hour pity party. We drank our coffee, and we're ready to tackle the project. We've got the tools that we need to fix this road, and we're going to be able to do it.